Well, I'm back. I'm sore all over. It kind of hurts to lift my shoulder even much higher than this. It aches anyway, but yeah. At least didn't get my face marked up too bad. I do have a tiny scratch right there, if you can see. It's like kind of like right above my eyebrow, but yeah. Anyway, I didn't actually enter any events that involved striking, just like grappling and I think throws at very most, but yeah, stuff like that. So that's how to avoid getting marked up too bad, but you will get probably even more sore doing that just because you've got to use like all your muscles at once uh, and stuff like that. But anyway, and I think I'll post the video on another video on just how that went a little later down the line because I did bring my camera down there and I'd like to put that footage to use, you know, and make sure this weekend wasn't a total loss as far as these videos go. I'm pretty happy about some of what I was able to record down there. I think I could have a lot of fun with that. But anyway, in the meantime, though, if you need an off-screen preview about how that went, your second opinion done good. But all right. Anyway, though, while I was down there, this was pretty cool. I met this guy. I'm gonna post the link right there. But yeah, the Credix TV, if I'm pronouncing that right, the host of that. We got to talking after he saw me recording stuff, and he is only just setting up his channel right now, but he wants to be a moto vlogger, which is where you basically record a vlog while riding around on a motorcycle, so just like the inside scoop on life in the fast lane, or just even maybe life around town. I think sometimes moto vloggers record like accidents and stuff. They'll pass whatever happens on life on the highway. But anyway, that does sound kind of awesome, I gotta say, and he's a very cool guy, so I would definitely say go check out his channel, subscribe to him, help him get off the ground, because yeah, I mean, right now he's only set up his video on just, yeah, showing everybody his motorcycle, and that he plans to start doing this soon. But okay, I would definitely, yeah, please give him a head start, help him out. So yeah, anyway though, to business. First of all, looks like some interesting news happened while I was out. They're saying they're going to put Season 5 on hiatus, and I'm going to save my reaction to that for my next review, apparently the last episode we're going to get for a little while. But alright, in the meantime though, that does at least make a lot more time for these videos I was planning on and had to keep putting on the back burner, chiefly the 200 subscriber special, and it looks like the winner there, what you guys voted for, is pretty clear at this point, and I mean, I won't say what it is just yet, especially in case something makes a miracle comeback in the voting, but anyway, so okay, I think I know what video I'm going to be making, but just that on its own, for various reasons, I think would be a little anticlimactic at this point, so I think I'm going to add something on top of it, and just trust me on this one. Like, I'm not going to cut one thing short so I can do another thing. I'm going to give you what you voted for to the best of my ability, not shortchanging it a little bit, not shortchanging it even a little bit, excuse me, but yeah, well, I think I tried to do something similar in the past, and it went on a while. I'd like to maybe condense it, but I would do that whether I was adding something on or not. But anyway, just trust me on this one. It's going to be exactly what you voted for, with more on top of it, and I think that will make it even better. So, yeah, totally not pleading my case here, but all right. And also though, somebody brought this to my attention: the M.A. Larson interview about Magical Mystery Cure, what the backstage shenanigans were there, and it looks like I owe him an apology going off of that for saying that he dropped the ball at just about the worst possible time in most people's eyes, because going off of this, well, I guess you can't really call it an interview. It looked like it was at a con or something, but yeah, okay. Apparently that he is not to blame for that even a little bit. I mean, some people might say, well, it was still his idea, like they still used a lot of his ideas, but yeah, you hear him describe it, it's like, okay, well, maybe they took some ideas, they took the vague body of what he came up with, but yeah, okay, I know as well as anybody, the difference that can make can be like night and day. I mean, and regardless what they did, because I mean, they definitely did change some stuff, and it definitely did affect at least some of the tone. Okay, so for how it turned out, he cannot be blamed even a little bit, and I mean, who knows how many of his episodes they've done that for, but I mean, we're just going off of this one, and yeah, he hear him talk, it seems like he had much better ideas. Like his idea involved Twilight surpassing not Star Swirl the Bearded, but Princess Celestia, which would have been much more meaningful. Probably would have hit a lot harder. Would have been a great way, and just not totally surpassing her grant, just like in some regards. And I mean, they say that that's what it takes for the student to become the teacher. That you have to surpass your master in at least one aspect. And I mean, yeah, that I think would have been much more meaningful. That would have been much cooler. But and yeah, instead she surpasses this vague legendary character we've heard about. Yeah, Twilight is now better than this legend because he just didn't understand like she does. Whatever. But all right. So yeah, a lot of good ideas he had. That I probably actually would have liked to see his episode. Like he wrote it to be the last episode, so okay, we can never hear that story exactly the way he intended originally. But all right, so yeah, and I've been describing him as this guy who's ambitious, but also maybe likes to pander a little too much. Maybe as a bit of a saphead, and I don't know if I can necessarily take that back. I mean, like. Well, you say derogatory terms for people, and I mean, it's all relative, because I mean, he's a professional, and I mean, unless somebody's like doing the worst job you've ever seen, you have to respect the professionalism and what it takes to get hired and all that, but it's all relatively speaking. Like I was saying, I don't know if I can necessarily take back that criticism of him, because his episodes shortly before and after still kind of meet it, and I mean, you could say, well, maybe they changed all of them, but I mean, they changed just his episodes and all of them to be like that. Probably not, but Magical Mystery Cure was the biggest offender by far on that front, and I mean, and yeah, I as far as I'm concerned, he gets off scot-free for that one, because I mean, like, don't know if I can take back the criticism, but what I said at the end of the last review about how the potential for like his earlier episodes more at that level that I thought was great. How I said it's still there. I think that goes double now, because I mean it's not. I mean, I guess I was kind of playing Magical Mystery Cure like it was sort of this fall, but okay, now like you take that out. That was my second least favorite M.A. Larson episode after Secret of My Excess, and even Secret of My Excess I didn't dislike, just like, and actually Secret of My Excess, like, it had the same problems that all the Spike episodes did, but it seemed to almost more fall into them by accident, which ironically made it, I think, sort of even worse in my view. It was just like, instead of coming across as like deliberately mean-spirited, now being mean-spirited was just the norm. So, but whatever. So yeah, what was I saying? But yeah, okay, Magical Mystery Cure was not a fall from grace. He just he had decent episodes mixed in with the great ones before, so okay, his last few episodes have just been decent. He's even more consistent than I was giving him credit for, so okay, yeah, no more blame for Magical Mystery Cure. The only thing he said, actually, that I don't totally agree with is that, because, he made a lot of good points that I think I brought up, or that were along the same lines of what I brought up in my review, that the structure of it, he didn't think Twilight really earned the Alicorn Ascension like she should have, or like he wanted her to, but he said, though, that the structure of the episode, how it, like, you hit the climax in the second act, he said you can kind of get away with that because it's a musical, and I don't necessarily agree with him there, because while musicals do have a reputation for bad plotting, or at least not being known for their plotting, the ones that get it right, that nail it, get it perfect, they're still the best ones. So, or at least they still have that as an edge over the other ones. It does make a difference. So, all right, don't necessarily agree with him there, but yeah, that even with that taken into account, as far as I'm concerned, he gets no blame for Magical Mystery Cure. So, all right, more power to you, M.A. Larson. Keep up the good work, and I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you had a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.